Hello again guys, and welcome back to the very first and hopefully a string of Virtual Reality Tuesdays. The reason I'm standing up and the reason my office sounds very echoey and open is because it's very echoey and open in here now because I got the HTC Vive. If you're not familiar with the Vive, basically this is a virtual reality headset you hook up to your PC. I think it only works with PC actually, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on your preference. It's got controllers, it has tracking cameras. This is the top of the heap as far as I have seen, heard, and read, and I'm absolutely pumped to get it out of the box. Let's see where my $900 went. This is a massive box. For scale, there's my hands. Oh, and there you go. So first up, you get a getting started guide. And actually, this is stuff that I've already done ahead of time. It says plan a play area. You're gonna have to have a minimum room size of 2 meters by 1.5 meters or 6 feet 6 inches by 5 feet. The room here behind me, I think I've got about that much, maybe a little more. And you've got a maximum size of 5 meters, meaning the maximum distance you can have between your base stations at a diagonal. As far as being standard or seated, it really doesn't matter. You can be as tall or as short as you wanna be, as long as the cameras can see you. They tell you to go to htcvive.com/setup to get the download information and then get it all set up. Here's all the things that come in the box, and as you can see, that's a diagram. So actually, I had intended for this video to be an unboxing and a whole setup and everything. I've got a feeling just with how complicated this is, it's gonna end up being just the unboxing today. Sorry about that. But be sure to check in next week, there will be more. I just checked the website that was linked there, and basically there's an executable you download and install to your computer. There's a setup video, there's a user guide. I'm gonna go ahead and dive right into the box because I cannot wait any longer. Plus I've got the guide over there in case I need it. So first up, top left corner, these will be your tracking cameras. Just taking a quick look around it, you do have a tripod mount on the bottom, tripod mount on the back, all of your points of connection there on the back, including USB and the DC power in. So you've got 2 of those contained in the box. Here are the controllers. There are again 2 of these in the box. You've got all kinds of buttons. Oh, it turned on. Turned on. I'm in trouble now. Looking at the underside, there's a couple of buttons here as well as a trigger. This is an interesting little touchpad. This is gonna be fun. Plus it does come with a pre-attached strap. Make sure you're wearing this strap, otherwise you're gonna end up with some broken TVs. And again, there are 2 of these in here, so you use them together with the Vive to sort of be analogous to your hands. Over here, sort of the most important component, this should be the headset with all of its cable. Wow, that's a lot of cable. But it basically looks to be all self-contained. You've got a couple of wires popping out of the top here, 4 to be exact. One of them goes to a 3.5mm jack you can use for a pair of headphones. One of them says DC in for power, one's USB, and one is HDMI. And there's a big long bundle of cable here. Looking at the rest of the headset, it looks like there's a tracking camera and a buttload of sensors here on the front. There's a little knob on the side, presumably for focus adjustment. Of course, you have your lenses inside, big old lenses in there. And I'm sure there's a lot more to it than that, but on to the rest of the box. Underneath this little section, there's more stuff. You get a base station mounting guide, should be very useful. Oh, very nice. A couple of wall mounts for your base stations with anchors and screws in case you need them. I had not intended to actually use the wall mounts just yet. I have a couple of light stands that have tripod mounts on the top of them, so I figured I'd probably start out with that, at least until I get my whole VR den nailed down. But otherwise, in this section, I see a lot of stuff wrapped in plastic. This would appear to be the AC adapter. Has a little barrel connector on the end, and it says it outputs 12 volts at 2.5 amps. There's a ridiculously long 3.5mm audio cable, and another one of these power bricks. So presumably these 2 are for the cameras. It would make sense, that's the part of the box that they were in. And this extra long 3.5mm cable would be to connect the 2 cameras together. Down here below the controllers, there's a few extra cables. So you have a relatively short micro USB cable, another micro USB cable, and what I can only assume are a couple of wall warts. Yep, a couple of HTC branded wall warts, output 5 volt at 1 amp, just standard USB plugs. And presumably those will be used to charge up the Vive controllers. Yeah, there's a micro USB charging port here on the bottom. And in this last little section here, you've got a different piece of foam. It says narrow face on it. So if you have a narrow face, there's your replacement. You've got another AC adapter. It says it outputs 12 volts at 1.5 amps. A microfiber cleaning cloth, a USB to USB cable, an HDMI cable. Oh, that's a set of earbuds. So just in case you don't want to use a pair of headphones and be totally immersed, you've actually got a very, very short pair of earbuds here, so you don't have a bunch of cable wrapped around you. Did not realize these were in here. And that's what the end looks like, in case you are curious. Actually, yeah, those are really comfortable. Those are nice. Might end up using those. So presumably with this, you'd have it come down here in the front, and then you'd have the cable from the Vive come around to it to meet it. Very nice. Also in this box is a box. This is presumably the little box that connects to your desktop. Got HDMI, USB 3, DC in, USB 3. Is that mini DisplayPort maybe? And then HDMI. I'm gonna have to read up on this. I think there's one more thing in here. Yes, your HTC Vive warranty. just in case you need it. So I've got a lot of stuff to read, a lot of stuff to go through, and I think I may go ahead and wrap the video up there for today. The Vive software finished downloading on my desktop, and it says it's going to take about 28 minutes to actually get it all set up. It says 3 minutes to get ready, 10 minutes to install the software, 10 minutes to set up the hardware, and 5 minutes to complete the setup. So unfortunately, I do not have time to do all that today. So maybe that'll become a separate video. Maybe that'll be next week's video. Maybe next week we'll get it all set up, try out a game, try out capturing and everything like that. So let me know in the comment section below if you ordered the Vive yourself. Let me know what you're looking forward to about it. Let me know if you're looking forward to VR at all. I am absolutely pumped about it. How do I look? Do I look like I'm from the future? That's actually surprisingly comfortable, and I clearly do not have a narrow face. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this quick video. Remember to leave a thumbs up down below if you like this video, subscribe to receive more, and we'll see you again next time.